Good morning from a little spiritual lesbian with bruised lips because I got lip injections and didn't listen to my injections and put on ice. My bad. I've been reading The Way of Mastery since I was 28 years old, coming out of a divorce. I was alone in Ohio dating a guy there. Man, the last man I ever dated. And I went to a unity church because I was looking for a church that loved gay people. In my heart, I knew I was at least bi. I didn't know I was a lesbian, but I knew I was at least bi. And when I walked in, this little old lady just took a liking to me. I guess I reminded her of her granddaughter. And she ended up, when I came back the next week, bringing me A Course in Miracles and The Way of Mastery and giving me these books, which have completely shifted my perspective on everything because I grew up evangelical. And like these books are transmissions from Jesus that aren't like biblical, but if you read it for yourself, you will see it's like perfect love, perfect. Anyway, today I'm ending the last page of the book and I look at my life and where I was then, like afraid to stay in a marriage. My ex-husband had told me if I continued to go to that Unitarian church or if I played the harp for the Pulse Vigil, like I got asked to play the harp. It was in Orlando and it was the 1-year anniversary after the Pulse shooting. And they asked me to play the harp and I did. I played Over the Rainbow. But I remember it was like, if you go to that church where there's a woman pastor who's wearing a suit and she's barefoot, like it's not good for our marriage. And I continued to go to that church. And I continued to read these books. And then I went to that church in Ohio, the Unitarian church. I wish I had one like close to me. And I just think it's so funny. I started it when I was 28 and I read like 2 pages a day. I've done it with A Course in Miracles too. But I officially ended The Way of Mastery today and it feels like a different life. When I look back at when I started this book to when I finished this book and the places in the world where I've read this book, living in a man's home, working for him in Ohio, depending on him fully for everything, to living in a picket fence house life in Louisiana, feeling like I guess I got everything I wanted, but not feeling secure in my sexuality. Like I can't marry him. I gotta make hard decisions. To reading this book, scared, alone in my apartment, trying to figure out life. To now reading this book in my dream space. That's all mine. And that I've truly taken everything in these pages and built a life of integrity, a business of integrity, a joyful, peaceful little life. And I'm so grateful. Some days I wake up and I'm so grateful. I don't know what else to say except that I hope that you wake up and that you keep a journal and that you write your heart out to God, the universe source, and that you share your highs and your lows and your desires and the things you're thanking God for in advance before they even show up, because let me tell you, they will show up. Just keep walking the right path for yourself. Keep walking the path. I'll read you the last highlights I have on this page. This book is all marked up and bookmarked. All of the events that occur are merely opportunities to deepen your capacity for wisdom, for peace, for love, and to create within yourself a conduit for the extension of greater love into the world, not because you must, but because you have chosen to serve. And you have chosen to serve because it is the greatest source of joy. I think that's the best feeling ever, like when you love someone, whether it's a romantic relationship or a pet or your clients, knowing it's your greatest joy to serve. The next thing that I had highlighted here is The truth is you've been a master all along. You can't help but be one, for you're constantly creating your experience. You're free now to create differently. How to do that? Don't get up out of your chair and rush about. Why not decide right now to experience happiness, to experience peace? Experience the knowledge that you are the master. How do you do that? By choosing it. By simply deciding right now for the next 30 seconds to be happy, and the next to be at peace, and then another 30 seconds to simply quietly look around and say, behold, I am indeed the master of my domain, and all of it has been very good. And I just think, like, cue the song My Way by Frank Sinatra. So good. Let's see. The next thing was, therefore, choose now to feel perfect abundance and joy, and then behave as one who knows that they live in abundance. Creation is a harmless game done for the simple enjoyment of creating. Become then a little child, for every master is a little child, delighting in the great mystery and the seeming surprises of discovering the power that can move them. Always move towards what you enjoy. Always follow your heart. You are free. You are home. You are as I am. Those are my last highlights. I don't know if you've ever done that, where you read a book very slowly because it's so freaking dense. And when you get to the end of it, you're a different person. If you've ever had a book like that, share it with me. I'm taking recommendations. I love super deep things. Maybe I think my next one will be Conversations with God. Or truly completing the Course in Miracles, because I think I'm about halfway through that. That one's really dense. Got to go very slow. Anyway, thanks for letting me share some happy tears this morning. I hope that you live a life where you wake up and you do cry happy tears, because gratitude feels good. And gratitude is what helps us feel. Like, what is the point of life if you don't feel like grateful? Like, you can have everything in the world, but if you don't feel grateful, I don't even know what the point would be. I feel insanely blessed to get to do what I love every day. And for clients to get on calls with me and be like, I love how passionate you are about this. Like, because I am. Anyway, I'm the luckiest girl in the world, I swear.